Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to discuss a short story titled Komala, written by the famous Malayalam writer Santosh Echikana. Before going into the story, let's have a small discussion on Santosh Echikana. Santosh Echikana is one of the most popular contemporary short story writer in Malayalam literature. He is known for his political connotative in his stories. Some of his stories made some controversies too, just like the story titled Biryani. Santosh was born in Kanyangad, a part of Kasaragod district in Kerala. His stories are very humble and speak about the common people and their issues. He secured Kerala Sahitya Academy Award for his short story Komala, which was published in 2008. His famous works include Komala, Ottavadil, Biryani, Oru Chitrakadayile Nayattugar, etc. Besides being a short story writer, he is also known as a script writer. He has scripted for films such as Idiki Gold, which is an adaptation of his own short story in the same name. Then other works include Unnamed Rasulum, Nyan Steve Lopez, and A.B. He has also published an anthology of poems, namely Nanny. Santosh Echikana saves his place in the realm of Malayalam story with his unique style and craft of language. His stories are exceptional in vividness of its theme. Now let's have a discussion on Komala. Komala, which was published in Madhurumi Weekly, is one of the most critically acclaimed short story of Malayalam literature in the 20th century. The story was written in the context of the rise of farmer suicide in Kerala due to the economic crisis in the post-globalized period. We live in a world in which everything is controlled by the media. The media construct fictitious things which may seem like truths. Media can transform the politics into something fictive and turns people's interest in it. In news channels, day in and day out, media people are hosting discussions on several issues which sometimes turn into very dramatic and absurd things. In the story Komala, the author attempts to point out the inference between the commodification of media and the uncelebrated lives of common people, which often plunged into trouble by all this drama. The title of the story Komala is the name of the town of the dead in Juan Rulfo's novel Pedro Parama. Juan Rulfo is a Mexican writer, a Mexican novelist. He has written a novel titled Pedro Parama, and Komala is a town in that novel. It is the town of the dead. The novel draws the picture of an inhuman mob at the suffering of common people. So in this novel Pedro Parama, we can have a certain type of people, a mob who are indifferent towards the sufferings of other fellow beings. And Santosh Echikana's story, Komala, which is rooted in the situation in Kerala, unveiled the attitude of people who have become selfish and self-centered as the dead people in the town of Komala. So the title makes sense and meaning. The protagonist of the story is Kundur Vision, who hung a board in front of his house saying, "Owing to serve debt, we will commit suicide at the stroke of midnight on 15th August. That causes him to get media attention. So it is the board which gathers the attention of the media, and in the board, Kundur Vision, the central character in the short story, tells that he and his family, they are going to commit suicide on the midnight of 15th August, means during the time of celebration of our Independence Day. because his friend Sudhakaran, he borrowed 50,000 rupees from Vellore Cooperative Bank, and it was Vishen who stood as the first surety. Sudhakaran, he made Vishen believe that he will repay the loan, and Sudhakaran was a friend of Vishen. That's why Vishen, he signed as the first surety. But Sudhakaran, he failed to pay the money. He didn't pay the money, and Vishen was cheated, and he was unfortunately called for a discussion in New Savo along with the bank secretary, a psychologist, and an advocate. The discussion goes on with several aspects of the issue, like whether Vishen will commit suicide or not. The whole discussion goes absurd, and it makes no difference in Vishen's life. The news channel is not at all interested in the personal problems of Vishen. Instead, they focus only on the commercial value of the news story. Vishen and his problems are mere commodities for the news channel, with which they wish to make a good business. Madhavan Nair, he is the secretary of Vellore Service Cooperative Bank, makes it clear that they have no other ways out but to confiscate the home and property of Vishen. The psychologist Dr. Nandakumar is of the opinion that Vishen has an earnest desire to live, and the chances for his suicide are less. Advocate Fatima Begum makes it clear that according to section 309 of IPC, to commit suicide or inclining someone to commit suicide is a serious punishable offense. Mr. Alex Pinnus of the National Crimes Records Research Bureau comes forward with some data showing the increasing suicide rate in Kerala. He compares Kerala to Komala, the town of the dead in the Mexican novel Pedro Paramo, written by Juan Rulfo. Vishen ends the channel discussion by giving some general advice to the common people, which he learned from his own life experience. So let's have a look into the 5 advices that Vishen he gives to the common people. The first one is that in this world, each one of us is alone. So when money is involved, it is always good to keep an account as an evidence. This short story, Komala, was actually written in Malayalam. It was later translated into English by Dr. V.C. Harris. In the Malayalam version, Vishen re-echoes an old proverb that says, "Atil kalanjalum alannu kalayanam." So even if you are giving money to someone who is very much close to you, you have to keep an account. That is his first advice. The second advice is that close friends should never get involved in money transactions. So never do involve close friends in money transactions, so that there is a possibility for you to lose your money and also lose your friendship. Third advice is that never lend more than 5,000 rupees to anyone without a contract or a post-dated check. And the fourth advice is that don't help anyone without taking care of your own safety and existence. And there is the fifth advice, that is to test the sincerity of a new friend, you just need to ask him for some money. If he is not sincere, the next day you won't see him. The channel has also set an opinion poll to find out whether the suicide of Vishen and his family is inevitable or not. But the next day, the channel discloses the fact that they received no replies for their opinion poll. The title Komala becomes significant here because the feelings and concerns of the people of Kerala are dead. They no more share the miseries of their fellow human beings. Vishen then visits the library and gets the novel Pedro Paramo from the librarian. He reads the novel in a single night, which tells about a youth named Preciado who reaches into Komala in search of his father Pedro Paramo. The next day, Vishen leaves home aimlessly. He travels for 5 days, and on the 5th day he finds a man met with an accident, and he tries to take the man to the hospital. But nobody assists him in his task. At last a man comes and assists him, but later Vishen realizes that The man assisted him only for getting a free ride because his home was in between the way to hospital. Vishen finds himself fortunate that he could serve the last drop of water into the dying person. That incident makes changes in his attitude towards life and makes him realize that life is something valuable and it can find happiness and meaning in small things. His meaning of existence or his purpose of life was fulfilled by giving the last drop of water to a dying man. He says, "My debt was 2 drops of water. I have repaid it." വിഷൻ ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്ന ഇതാണ്. വിഷൻ ഒരിക്കൽ ഇതുപോലത്തെ ഒരവസ്ഥ വിഷന് വരും. മരിക്കാൻ തുടങ്ങുന്ന സമയത്ത്, മരണത്തിൻ്റെ തൊട്ടു മുമ്പ് മറ്റാരെങ്കിലും വിഷന് കൊടുക്കുന്ന ആ ഒരു 2 തുള്ളി വെള്ളം, അതിനോടാണ് വിഷൻ കടപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. ജനിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞ ഒരാൾ മരിക്കുന്നതിൻ്റെ തൊട്ടു മുമ്പ് അയാൾക്ക് ലഭിക്കുന്ന ആ 2 തുള്ളി വെള്ളത്തിനോടാണ് അയാൾ കടപ്പെട്ടിരിക്കുന്നത്. ആ വെള്ളം വിഷൻ ഓൾറെഡി ഒരാൾക്ക് നൽകി കഴിഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നു. അതോടുകൂടെ വിഷൻ അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ കടം വീട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നു എന്നാണ് പറയുന്നത്. മീൻസ് ഭാവിയിൽ വിഷനും സ്വീകരിക്കാൻ സാധ്യതയുള്ള ആ ഒരു 2 തുള്ളി വെള്ളം ഓൾറെഡി വിഷൻ ഒരാൾക്ക് നൽകി അയാളുടെ കടം വീട്ടിയിരിക്കുന്നു എന്ന്. Then he goes back home and throws away that suicidal board. In this short story, the author exposes the hypocrisy of the news channels and the dramatization and commodification of the real life situation of the common people by the media. He also shows the fact that in the post-globalized India, the common people have become rather more selfish, that they are no more concerned about the sufferings of their fellow beings. So that's the end of the story. Thank you.